Absolutely nobody has it better than the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's not even up for debate. Welcome back into the Bengals Digest channel. I'm Carson Lokey. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And you may be wondering, what do I mean no one has it better than Cincinnati Bengals? But that is going to be answered in this video because the Bengals historically have, never won a Super Bowl. It took us 30-plus years to win a playoff game until recently, until Joe Burrow. So what do I mean when the Cincinnati Bengals, or no one has it better than Cincinnati Bengals? And I'm talking specifically about one area of the Cincinnati Bengals. No one, and I mean nobody, has it better than the Cincinnati Bengals, and that's the Bengals offense. The Bengals are the best offense in the league. And I personally don't think it's up for debate. After the signing and guys we've kept this last offseason, it's not up for debate. The Cincinnati Bengals are and will be the best offense for at least another 5 years because that's what we extended them for. And I don't think there's a debate, and that's exactly what I'm talking about this video. There's been a lot of negativity on this channel the past few weeks with the reports that are coming out, but I'm going to talk about some positivity because we have the best freaking offense in the league, and no one can touch it. And offensive coordinator Dan Pitcher agrees, and he thinks we should use it more to our advantage than we have been. So let's jump right into that. I'm not going to say what he said. Take the dang head start and use it. Bengals offensive coordinator Dan Pitcher says offense has advantage on other teams. Not other teams, every single team in the league. First, I'm going to go through the whole report, and then I'm going to break down exactly why we're the best team in the league, or we could be the best offense in the league. Well, Jamar's a Triple Crown winner. He does everything, Pitcher began. T is close behind him in terms of his game-changing ability. Just look at the stats of how we play when they're both on the field in terms of vertical stretch, in terms of the way that he can separate from a 6'4" guy that weighs what he weighs and moves the way he moves. Not normal. Andre Yoshi can do everything. Pitcher continued. You can put him in all three spots. Ask him to do everything. He does the dirty work. He can also win in man coverage when they decide to double team Jamar and T. We've got a winner in Dre. We've got a winner in Mike Gesicki. We've got a winner in Chase Brown. Everybody on our offense stepped up significantly last season, and they're all winners, and they all want to win. The Bengals have a lot of winners, like I said, in the pass game, and they have a lot of banked reps. Burrow's connection with college teammate Chase and fellow 2020 draft class member Higgins is obvious. The chemistry with Joe Burrow already is in full bloom when it comes to off-script plays. Gesicki and Burrow connected immediately last year on a personal level, and you really saw their comfort level with each other explode in the second half of the season. All of this so far, extremely true. And Chase Brown, enjoyed the same type of arc after taking over as primary running back following Zach Moss's neck injury. And in my opinion, Chase Brown should have been the starting running back from week one. It's been weird this offseason not having to really take a new guy, that we're counting on under my wing and try to teach him what I'm looking at and what on each play, Burrow said after Tuesday's practice. That takes a lot of time. Signing Mike back was huge. Andre coming back. We have all the guys in the wide receiver room back. We've already had all these discussions, so now you can take it to the next level. That's why I think this next season for the Bengals offense is going to be so deadly, is because at least on the offensive side, there's no distractions. Last season, Jamar's contract was a distraction. T's contract was a distraction. This offseason, and now that we're done with minicamp and we're getting ready for OTAs and all that good stuff, there's no distractions on the offensive side. Zach Taylor, Dan Pitcher, Joe Burrow, and the rest of the guys on offense have nothing to worry about except improving and making sure that they're ready to start week one and we don't lose week one again. If Jermaine Burton, last year's third-round pick, who had a tumultuous rookie season, can enter the fray, the Cincinnati's passing game should rank among the best in the league and maybe the best in franchise history. I think Cincinnati's passing game is already one of the best. It should be the best every year in the league. And I think the Bengals' passing game right now is looking like, I don't know if it's really a debate that this is the best in franchise history. I know there's been some really, really good Bengals offenses, but I think it's getting kind of to the point where this is obviously the best Bengals offense in franchise history. And it's insane that we get to watch it. All of the time on task with routes, conversations and chemistry connections with the original play breaks down should make the 2025 Bengals offense even more dangerous than it was in 2024, when Burrow set personal and franchise records for passing yards and passing touchdown passes. Continuity continuity is huge, pitcher said. It gives you a sense of comfort as a coach, and it's nice because you can really work to build on. Each year is a new year, so that much is true. But one of the first things we talked about as a unit when we got together this spring is that there are a few offenses in the league that have the experience and the time and the reps together that we have. There's really only a few that have the amount of time and reps together that the Bengals have. The Chiefs, kind of. The Eagles are one of them that have the same kind of chemistry. Not the Bills. They don't have that. Ravens, not really. But the Bengals, I think, have been the most consistent with experience and reps together on the offensive side, which, like pitcher's saying, that should be improving every single year, especially now that we have no distractions to worry about. And then you don't apologize for that. You take advantage of that. When you have that advantage on other teams, the familiarity with your teammates on offense and your experience with each other and your reps with each other, you use that to your advantage. But you continued build on the foundation that currently exists. I think we've done that this spring. It makes you feel good, but you have to use it. If someone's giving you a head start in the race, don't go back and start with everybody else. Take the dang head start and use it. I think that's exactly what the Bengals need to do week 1 of the season. We cannot lose week 1 this season. I have to go back. Oh, the Browns. We cannot lose week 1. We cannot lose week 1. The Bengals should not be losing the first 3 weeks of the season. With how great our team is and how great our offense is, we should be stepping onto the field week 1, scoring 30 points every year. And that starts, obviously, there's someone, the most important player, but that continually starts with Ja'Marr Chase. And obviously, we all know what he did last season, Triple Crown winner. You all know the stats, but I'm saying anyways. 127 catches, 1,708 yards, 17 touchdowns, average 13.4 yards per catch. Ja'Marr Chase, as of right now, is the number 1 wide receiver in the league. He's the best wide receiver in the league, and he's on the Cincinnati Bengals. And his wide receiver 2, T. Higgins, who also signed an extension, Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins signed an extension. He's the best wide receiver 2 in the league, and he's, in my opinion, top 15 wide receiver in the league as a wide receiver 2. He had 73 catches, 911 yards, 10 touchdowns, average 12.5 yards per catch. And that's not it. We also have Andre Yosavash. Last season, kind of a role player. I think he's going to take a massive step this next season. 36 catches, 479 yards, 6 touchdowns, and average 13.3 yards per catch. That's insane when each of your wide receivers, your wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, all are averaging more than 10 yards per catch. That's meaning they're getting open, and Joe Burrow is forcing them open for every catch that they have is most likely going to be a first down. If you're averaging more than 10 yards per catch, you're getting a first down every single time you catch the ball. But that's not it with the Cincinnati Bengals. They also have, who I think could massively step up, and I don't have his stats because he had around 100 yards and like 4 catches and like 26 average per catch. But I think Jermaine Burton, so far what we've seen, he's taken a step forward. He's taken a step away from what he was doing last season, and I hope he continues that. And I think he could be a deadly threat and weapon for the Cincinnati Bengals if he keeps on doing what he's doing. And we could have, I think we already have the best wide receiver room in the league, but we could like make it obvious if he can step into the role that he should have, because he has the talent and potential to be one of the elite wide receivers in the league. If he steps up into what he should be, then the Bengals are going to be even that much scarier. But that, once again, that's not it. We also got Mike Gesicki, who also signed an extension last season, 65 catches for 665 yards, 2 touchdowns, should have been 3, and that would have got us into the playoffs, 10.2 yards per catch. Our tight end is averaging a first down every single catch. Our wide receiver 1 is averaging a first down every catch. Our wide receiver 2 is averaging a first down every single catch. Our wide receiver 3 is averaging a first down every single catch. Our tight end is averaging a first down every single catch. And it's not just the passing game. Our running game, which needs improvement, is getting better because of Chase Brown. He should have been the starting running back at the start of last season, and he is going to be now this season. But now then you add Taj Brooks to that as a more of a power back. This running game is going to get better, especially with the linebacker improvements that we have made and should be making more every single year. Chase Brown last season, once they eventually let him start doing stuff, 229 carries for 990 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, average 4.3 yards per carry, and he got involved in the receiving room. 54 receptions for 360 yards. So we had over 1,000 total yards, 4 receiving touchdowns, 6.7 yards per catch. He was averaging 7 yards per catch as a running back, almost a first down. So once again, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, tight end, and running back are all either averaging a first down every catch or just under a first down every single catch. And that's insane. And this is all because of, obviously, Joe Burrow. And in my opinion, he's easily a top 3 quarterback. I'm biased, and I will continue to say that. I could easily make an argument that he's the QB1 in the league. You can argue Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I agree. I think there's the big 4, and if you think there's anybody other than those big 4 in the top 4, I think you're delusional. The top 4 in whatever order should be Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. Those should be the top 4 guys. In whatever order, you can make an argument for any of them, and I kind of agree. I could see your point, but I'm biased. Joe Burrow right now, last season, he was the best quarterback in the NFL last season. That's not a debate. He was the best quarterback last season. Just go look at the stats. 4,918 yards, first in the league. 43 touchdowns, first in the league. Only 9 interceptions. QBR of 74.7, third among all quarterbacks in the league. Joe Burrow last season was the best quarterback in the league, and we wasted it, which is terrible to see. But I'm confident knowing that because the offense is staying the same and there's no distractions, our offense is going to be even better next season or this coming season than it was last season. And that's scary for any other team in the league except the Bengals. Obviously, it should excite the Cincinnati fans to no end because last season was the best we've seen our offense been, and it's only going to get better. That's scary. Cincinnati should be using that. We're kind of going to have to be like a college team, like outscore everybody, be aggressive every series. Whenever you have the ball, don't be conservative. Be aggressive because you have the offense to do it against any defense in the league. Last season, one of the best defensive teams in the league was the Broncos. Look what we did to the Broncos. Look what our wide receiver 2, T. Higgins, did to the Broncos. We should be that aggressive every single series, every single play, every single game next season. So no one has it better than the Cincinnati Bengals on the offensive side in the league. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this Bengals Digest channel. Don't forget to subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 if you love the Bengals as much as me and my co-host Isaac. We're going to be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincinnati Bengals only on this channel every single day. So make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, like this video, comment down below what aspect of the Bengals offense you're most excited to watch next season and what you think they need to improve on. I know the offensive line. Give me something else. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. For the Bengals Digest channel, I'm Carson Lokey. Have an amazing day, and God bless.